back to the 2021 Victorian Greyhound of the Year Awards. Next up, it is the Stayer of the Year. The panel have sat down, they've assessed all of the finalists who have raced over the 570 metre distance and further, being that staying journey. And there can only be one winner, like every year. The 2021 Victorian Stayer of the Year is Houdini Boy.
Connections going for the 2-year double is second with Bobby the Brute. There's just some shuffling up there. Here's Houdini Boy getting up on the inside. Then came Christo Bale, Zach Manelli, well back Arizona Eyes. I'm Easy Boys coming to the turn. 3 deep Houdini Boy after Bobby the Brute. Last hurrah. Here's a go. Houdini Boy's flying. Houdini! Houdini Boy has got up to win the cup in a brilliant turn of foot over the closing stages from last hurrah.
Set. Racing. Houdini Boy jumped away okay, led by 4 or 5 here. Cheers, run like this. Houdini Boy drives around the outside up to second. Here comes Houdini Boy, poised to strike on the outside. Moving up quickly, Houdini Boy dashed the lead. Stanley Road's late at the end. Houdini Boy would take just from Stanley Road on the zoom top, followed by Sunset Bursky.
I'm joined by the owner of the great Houdini Boy, Mark Ruff, who has just taken out Victorian Stayer of the Year. Mark, first of all, congratulations.
Thanks, Molly. It's a pretty big shock, actually.
Look, I think it comes as no surprise to a few people out there. Houdini Boy was a cult figure almost. He had a reason for people to watch. Were you as excited to watch him as I suppose the Greyhound fraternity?
Oh, look, he was one of our first dogs, and during COVID, he was the highlight of things for us. I guess he was our COVID relief. So it was a heartbreaking thing when he broke down, but luckily for us, he's got a good life ahead of him.
Without a doubt. Now, he did, like you mentioned, break down, ended up breaking his hock, but can you tell me how his recovery's been and how he's doing right now?
Yeah, I can. Not that I've seen him, but he's with New Haven Stud with Nick down there, and I believe he's got a bit of a limp, but he's enjoying life and he's enjoying his newfound occupation.
Absolutely, certainly an interesting life, an interesting and full life he'll lead from now on. But Mark, you mentioned that he was one of the first greyhounds you're involved in. What initially sparked your involvement in the dogs?
A kids' basketball tournament. Just a few dads were a bit bored, and we were spending the afternoon following the punt, and we said we should. And I've always had racehorses, and the boys wanted to get a racehorse. And I said, you know what, why don't we get a dog? Everyone agreed, but no one thought I would do it. And a few phone calls later, we ended up with Houdini Boy's mum, who we bought off Cal and Jackie, along with another dog that never quite made it. But Houdini's mum, being Peachy, was quite successful, enough for Cal to suggest that we should at least give her a chance in the breeding.
Without a doubt. Sounds like you've certainly landed on your feet with Peachy and then Houdini Boy. But how did the training, I suppose, partnership between you and the Greenos begin? Because it's certainly a good kennel to get into as first timers.
Yeah, look, it's a strange thing, and I might get some of these names wrong, but I have no involvement with greyhounds. And a mate of mine's, he was friends with someone who was, I think, the marketing manager at the time at GRV. And he said, oh, I'll ring him. Anyhow, that fellow was kind enough to ring me. And I said, I know nothing, but I only like to be involved with really good people. And he said, you know what, I know who you should be involved with. I just need to make some phone calls. And Kel rang me and we had a few chats, and I don't know, everything sort of just went from there. It was pretty simple with Kel. He's very, very easy to deal with. There's no mess, no fuss. And we just leave it to them.
Well, Kellen and the Greeno family are certainly the ultimate professionals. But back on to Houdini Boy, can you give me a career highlight for him, especially in the last 12 months?
Oh, look, again, if it was horse racing, I'd tell you the race and I'd tell you the distance and the time he ran. But with Houdini Boy, every race seemed to be a bit of an excitement for us. You know, he'd fall out of the box or he'd bump into 5 dogs on the way around and he'd still seem to get there. So, I don't know, he just gave us great excitement. I know winning the Sale Cup for me was a really good thing because I actually grew up in Sale. I was born in Sale, and most of my family are still down there. So that had a little bit of meaning to it. But, you know, the Zoom Top, all those races. But even just his first wins, we got super excited by.
Absolutely. Well, he's certainly a greyhound to be very, very, that was made easy to be excited about, I should say. But Mark, congratulations with Houdini Boy's Victorian Stayer of the Year.
And future sire of the year, I think.
And future Sire of the Year. I love your confidence.
No worries. Look, thanks very much for the award and thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, Mark. Now, everyone, make sure everyone who's tuning in at home, make sure you follow our hashtag Victorian Greyhound Awards 2021 or VGA 2021. Congratulations to all of the connections of Houdini Boy. What an animal. Next up, we have the announcement of the Victorian Sprinter of the Year.